Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to talk about how to make playable ads. It's the highest quality of advertising for video games, and most of the time it gets the best feedbacks from players because player just experiences the simplified version of the game before installing it and playing it. And these days most of publishers use this type of advertisement as their main tool. Okay, at this introductory video I just explain my experience about finding best tools for making playable, and I just say I found which tools and what is best for your selection. Okay, I start telling existing choices for making playable ads. As you may know, playable ads format is just WebGL HTML5, and they should be small in size, and different platforms like Google Ad or Facebook have different size limitations, and they are limited about number of files existing in that zip file. For example, the Facebook just lets less than about 100 files in a same zip folder, and so on. So in making playable ad, you need to make your output as small as possible. Google Ads has 1 megabyte limits, Facebook 2 megabytes, AppLovin just about 5 megabytes, and so on. Okay, let's explain the existing tools. As a Unity developer, certainly my first choice was to use Unity. So I select pure Unity as my primary choice. When I talk about pure Unity, I'm just talking about mono behaviors, classical Unity, and just ignoring new Unity, including ECS and the job systems. The biggest problem about Unity WebGL is the empty output size is more than 6 megabytes, and it's not very performant, and it's sometimes just takes time to load stuff on the screen, and most of the time it takes time, and it's certainly good for just some big project or just middle-sized projects, but for a very small project that needs to load fast, it's not good enough. So at this moment, as our primary goal was to make output for Google Ads with 1 megabyte limitation, we just ignored this tool. Another option was using Cocos 2D. It's another game development tool. It's totally free. I had no experience using it before, but I just tested, and I found that empty output size for HTML5 is more than just about 8 or 9 megabytes, and I believe it was not suitable to make playable ads. As I just searched on different aspects, I found that Unity has a new project called Project Tiny. It's a amazing piece of tool, and it's very new, and Unity claims that it's best tool to make playable ads, but problem at this moment is it's under heavy development, and it's not really ready to use, and there are many bugs and many problems, and I believe you can't use it as production at this moment. Maybe in near future, maybe 2 or 3 months, I'm not sure. So at this moment I had to ignore this tool. Another choice was to use Unity Luna. It's a tool that lets developer just make playables with their current project. You have to just um, maybe disable some plugins or some assets that they included in their documents. But it was very great, but the biggest problem is the empty output size, about 103 megabytes, and certainly it was more than expected to make for Google Ads. That just you have to make it under 1 megabyte. It was great. It's very fast, and but you have to when you want to use it, you have to ignore making output for Google Ads at this moment. The another problem is it's the pricing. It takes I think $500 monthly to let you make those playables. They have 1 month just as their testing period, and that's all. So certainly Luna was not our choice. The next tool is the tool that introduced by Google, and they suggest to make playables for Google Ads with this tool called Google Web Designer. It's a great tool, but I believe it's very rudimentary, and it's very simple, and I believe you need to take much time to just make a simple project on it. There is not much tutorials on it. It's totally free tool, and you can just take time and use it as much as you can. But certainly it was not my choice. The final choice was 2D-Kit. 2D-Kit is a very simple tool using visual scripting to just programming just some mixture of events and objects and referencing them to just some make behaviors. It's limited for complicated scenarios, but you can make just a small scenarios very fast on it. Maybe in some hours or in just a day you can just complete a complete playable ad. It's great. It has a pricing and different plans. Maybe $99 monthly, and limited number of builds, about 10 final builds on that. It's on early days, and there is lots of bugs, but it's simple, and as a developer you can learn it fast and make your playables on it. I chose this tool at this one. Maybe there are some other tools like gdevelop that is popular these days, but at that moment I just selected 2D-Kit. It's a great tool. Certainly there are problems, but there are many great aspects that lets you make accurate output with it. It's the empty output with 2D-Kit is about 0.3 megabytes, and I think it's great to make our final output. In next videos I start using 2D Kit and show you how it works, and in many simple and short videos I show you how to use it as fast as possible. Okay, please tell me your feedbacks on comments, and thank you. Goodbye.